It's now early Friday morning. Hope everyone had a happy and blessed Thursday. Another busy night for this guy at work. I will take busy nights every night because in my line of work, that's how you make your money, being busy. Oh, I am tired. I will admit that. But, y'all drive me to stay focused to be here. Hey, how are you? Hey, what's up, Beast from the East? Good to see you, brother. Nice to see you on here, Melissa. Hope you all had a happy Thursday. As I was just staying before y'all came on, another busy night for me. You know, restaurant business, especially where I work, is busy. Always busy. Never mad at though. You know, when you work in the restaurant business and you rely on tips, you need to be busy. So you can hopefully be blessed to make very good money. I'm not surprised. I mean, it's a bowling alley. Hopefully they tipped you good, Melissa. Yeah, I'm tired, bro, to be honest. But I love being on here. I love interacting. It's a good feeling for sure. Okay, that's good. That's good to be taken care of for sure. Hey, Beast from the East, did you watch Dynamite? I thought it was a decent show. I didn't think it was a great show after a great pay per view. I mean, Will Ospreay coming out. Hey, everyone watching, come join the chat. Love to talk to everyone if y'all don't mind. Let's get a big conversation going. But of course, Beast from the East, I marked out with Will Ospreay coming out. Hey, Heavy Solo, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. I thought the main event segment was good for sure. Not the match, but the post match. Yeah, good Heavy Solo. Just tired, but I'm good. To finally see Adam Copeland and Christian get ready for a nostalgia run as tag champs. I'm really excited about that because it's something we haven't seen in years, and I just think it would be great. FTR's had a phenomenal run as tag champs, but you know, let let the let the old guys have a few dream matches or something. I don't have to hold the belts long. Excuse me, but let them hold it for a bit. I think that would be awesome if we got to see that. And then, you know, we could see Bucks versus Cope and Cage. Now, what would be funny is to see them in a ladder match. Does Cope and Christian have one more good ladder match left in them? Because if they were to face Young Bucks in a ladder match, doggone well that would be a crazy spot fest match. I'd love to see the spear spot off the ladder in midair. Um, that's a good question, Beast from Beast. I would say maybe something happened to Tony last minute, like an injury. Hopefully not, but I it's a speculation right now. I feel Mina needed a big win. Was it the right idea necessarily for her to beat, you know, one of the toughest women in Shafir? Uh, that's very questionable. That would be interesting. It would be interesting if she turned heel. Mina's so like adorable. Sounds so weird saying that, but like you you don't look at her and you're like, oh gosh, I can't stand this woman. She just doesn't have those vibes the way she is presented. You're just like, oh look, it's Mina. So happy to see her out there. You know. But I mean, that's just my opinion. You can tell me what you think. But you know, it will be interesting to see for sure if you're right about that Beast from the East, because that would be interesting. But if they're going to do that, I need to see a build up. Like, let it be a slow burn. Let it be something that takes a few months. Hey, what's up, Katie? Welcome. Yeah, but Beast from Beast, you know how AEW is. I feel like they tell good stories. Yeah, their storytelling is very good, and they slow burn. I believe it. They do slow burn storytelling, which I think is the best. You know, I'd like to see a good story. We don't get enough of it in wrestling, but I feel like AEW, regardless of what the marks will say, AEW does a good job of storytelling, in my opinion. But I just am becoming more and more of a fan of AEW. Like, yeah, Melissa, we got to work the weekends. That's where the money is for us, without a doubt. Work kicked your tail, Katie. Heard that. Work kicks my tail all the time. That's because I'm old. You work in a restaurant business 27 years and let me know how it feels. I wake up and I'm like, where's my heating pad? Hey, Daniel. Oh, gosh. That's, wow. That is a great question. Oh, that's a great question. Doggone it. And there's been so many WrestleManias now. Oh gosh, this is a hard one. Well, if you know off the top of your head, let me know what yours is. Beast from the East, you said 26 and 39. Oh gosh. Oh, definitely. Um, let's see, what number was this? I have to think. Um, 25. Shawn Michaels, Undertaker 1. That was probably, to me, one of the best WrestleMania main events. I mean, you absolutely talk about being the living snot out of each other. I mean, Sean's one of the best. Taker's one of the best. I, and to be quite honest, how Taker still moves around. Yeah, that was the Shawn Undertaker number one. Um, the way Taker abused his body for the business, I was surprised he's not using a walker. To be honest, I got you beat, Melissa. 27. Unless you're gonna tell me you've been doing 27 years. uh, Agree to disagree. Beast from Beast. I thought the first one was a little better because I felt like there was a slight chance that Sean might pull it out. The second one, there's no way Sean was gonna pull it out. The second one, because he cost Taker the belt at Chamber that year, and Chris Jericho got to take advantage of it. Speaking of Jericho, I wonder when the heck we're gonna see him again, one way or another. If he comes back to WWE, he needs to bring back the list. That was one of my favorite gimmicks with Chris Jericho because it was just so goofy, but it worked. You know, you said something and he just used it as an opening to doing his little catchphrase. It was just so well done. I absolutely loved the list. How'd y'all feel about the list? Because the list, like I said to me, one of the funnest gimmicks in wrestling. Now everyone's gonna be mixed on this one. Danhausen and the curse. To me, to really get that over, I feel every time he curses someone, something bad should happen. I think he should curse different champions. I mean, then they lose the belts. And then if you do that, now you made this thing real relevant. Like it's not just a joke. It's like, oh man, curse me, I'm gonna lose my belt, or oh he cursed me, I'm gonna lose this uh, number one contender match. So they can. I feel like they can really get the curse over if they do it right. And what the heck is going on? Like this is really ticking me off. Why is Gunther not on TV? What in the world are we doing with Gunther? Can someone explain that to me? This is one of the dudes you're supposed to be pushing right now. I got you beat a little bit, Melissa. What's up, Grumpy Dart? I'm not. I'm not gonna say. You're wrong. You got a point for sure. Okay. So Grumpy Dart, my thing is this. Okay. We'll say you're absolutely right about that. What are we doing? What's a backup plan? You're not gonna have Gunther on WrestleMania. That's crazy. Tell me if I'm wrong. If you do not have one of your biggest stars on WrestleMania, that's crazy work. You cannot let him not be on WrestleMania. They need to figure it out. Honestly, I wouldn't be mad at Dragon Lee versus Gunther too, because they uh, they had a very good match. No, I laughed. I laughed, Melissa. Look, John Cena's great. Okay, whether you like John Cena or not, but Gunther was the right guy to end it. Interesting, Grumpy Dart. Interesting for sure. But you know, if you don't have Ray available for this, seriously, let him and Dragon Lee run it back. No one's gonna get mad at that. That match was really good. Yeah, that's true. Man. I mean, it would be crazy if Gunther faced Penta, but that's not the route you want to go, is it? I mean, we don't want Gunther winning the Intercontinental title. He's already elevated that title. I wouldn't if I was him. I would not like my title reign in the amount of days. 666. That that give me the willies. I've been like, can I have 1 day less or 1 day more? I don't like that. I don't like that number for a lot of reasons. So, do you think Grumpy Dart is not a good idea? I don't have a problem with it. You know who he needs to beat? He needs to beat Cody. Just in case you don't know, Grumpy Dart, this guy right here has Cody Rhodes fatigue. You're not wrong. Penta should keep it. wouldn't be mad at that. But you got to tell a story. You got to tell a story about that. Like, would I love Gunther to retire Punk? Absolutely. Sign me up. I just don't think right now it's going to happen. You got Punk fatigue. Yeah, why not, Melissa? You should watch wrestling. It's fun. We have a lot of good wrestling conversations on my channel. All right, Grumpy Dart. You got Punk fatigue. I got Cody Rhodes fatigue. How about we get them both out there? How about that? Then we both can be happy. Have him retire Michael Cole. I like that. Grumpy Dart, I like that a lot. That is great. Retire Michael Cole. Yes, Melissa is definitely the devil's number. Cannot stand it. Okay, Grumpy Dart. My friend Katie is on the Punk defense train. You want to go first at that? Because I'm not defending Punk. Not saying he's not phenomenal on the mic. I would not have said what he said. I know what it's like to lose a dad. If someone came up to me and said something crazy like that, I'd probably have one right to their jaw. Punk has stated what? Okay, Grumpy Dart. Yeah, I would like Randy to win. 100%, I would love Randy to win. Give me your opinion on Sammy because I feel like he's going heel. I just don't know when they're going to pull the trigger on that. I love how unhinged he is. You know, because he just looks like he's about to step off the reservation. He tries to come across, you know, elegantly, but then he ends up saying something and he loses and snaps. Okay, what do you think about this, Grumpy Dart? If this became a group, Randy Orton, Sami Zayn, and Malachi Black. I mean, sorry, Aleister Black. I apologize. Wrong company. Yeah, I mean, I want to see Sammy go heel. Yeah, I hear that, Melissa. I hear you on that. Ugh, my belt don't want to cooperate. Unless I want to say get some glue, but then I'll ruin my chair, so I don't want to do that. Um, yeah, I see what you're saying, Grumpy Dart. But I think it would be interesting if they did it because Randy's kind of crazy. Sammy could be unhinged, and Alistair's dark. So I feel like it could work if they put some effort into it. But who knows? It's all what if right now as we're trying to figure out what all the matches are going to be for WrestleMania, and we do not have a full card yet, and we're like a month out. What I tell you, my problem, Grumpy Dart with Cody, is he finished his story. I was happy for him, but then to be back in the title picture and win so quickly, and then the whole handling of Drew McIntyre. I'm a huge Drew McIntyre fan, and I felt it's disrespectful to him. Like you're telling me, oh, they can't make money off of Drew McIntyre, and Randy Orton. I call BS on that. Okay, you make a good point there. Yeah, I know Drew's getting paid, but doggone it, I want to see him used right. Let's let's add some realism to this, Grumpy Dart. Okay, if Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes get a real fight, you got your money on Cody Rhodes. I got my money on Drew. Drew will handle his business. Cody's a pretty boy. Yeah, real fight on. I like his chances now against Drew. I I would like to see a Cody heel turn. Yeah, I don't know when the heck Drew is going to film his parts for that movie. I have no idea. If it's soon, I imagine he'd get written off of TV. No problem, bro. Welcome back. You know, um, he's playing Angus MacLeod, I believe, which was not a huge role in the original Highlander. Filming, okay, after WrestleMania. Thank you for that. I feel he should have a bigger part in this movie than the original because if you go by the original, it's very small. Like he might have been in the movie like for 5 minutes. To be honest, that's God. I wouldn't want to be in a movie for 5 minutes. Okay, Punk, Punk versus who? what you what you mean by that? uh, anyone. Well, if Drew faced Punk in a real fight, Drew 100, all the money. Message retracted. Okay, let's see if you meant to say something else. Guess we'll find out. But yeah, Drew versus Punk. Yeah, Punk's getting destroyed. We talking about you talking about a fight or a match you want to see, Grumpy Dart. Hey, look, I'll tell you this. Jacob Fatu ain't no joke. Them Samoan guys that they live to fight. You put them in a bar with drinks, someone come up say something goofy, you have a fight. And even Solo doesn't look like the most intimidating guy, but he's probably a tough guy. Oh, dang, going Beast from the East, that's a great one. Punk's not being too many guys. Um, see, I've watched all of Brock Lesnar's fights from UFC. He's only really good if he can get you down and hammer fist you. Um, I'd say Oba. Oba is a bad dude. Who who the heck's going up to Oba and be like, hey man, I don't like you, let's fight. Look, I'm a big guy, okay? And I've been in some doozies in my life, but yeah, I'm about finishing, not starting, if I have to. Yeah, I haven't seen Oba outside of WWE either, Grumpy Dart. I imagine he's probably a pretty cool dude. I would imagine. But I've heard stories about wrestlers like who's approachable outside um, wrestling. Yeah, I've heard some stories about people that are not cool. Yeah, I agree, Grumpy Dart. If Oba don't win, that's a missed opportunity and bad booking decision by Triple H. Oba should win. Oh gosh, why am I drawing a blank? What what wrestler you talking about, Grumpy Dart? Yeah, Beast from the East, he should. It's a missed opportunity if Oba doesn't win that match. Heard that. I don't know what the heck he's been up to. I don't know if he's still wrestling or not. Matt Riddle. Bro. Hey, Randy, you remember when we were a tag team, Randy? And we won the tag team champs? And I always wear flip flops, and then I'd kick them off. And, I wrestle bare feet because that's the smartest thing to do, bro. And I was always high. You know, it's funny you mentioned Karrion Cross. That that is a whole missed opportunity by WWE because Karrion Cross told his side of the story for him and Scarlett. Um, he wanted to re-sign with them, and they present him with a contract like late into when he's close to being released, and it was like a garbage contract. So he didn't sign it, and you know if it's a bad deal and they're not willing to redo the deal and make it better, what does I say about them? You know, Karrion Cross was very talented. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. But Karrion Cross, there's so much potential to do so many awesome things with him. You know, I'd love for him to go to AEW and have an open mic and just let him talk. Who wouldn't think that's a good idea? I think that's a great idea. Oh, I mean, that's cool. I don't know where he's working exactly, but he can make money off of endorsements, on the side. Like, and that's where some wrestlers can make some real good money is off endorsement deals. Hey, what's going on, bro? Uh, what do you mean by that? Yeah, merch. Yeah, I'm sure he sells a lot of merch. Where you want me to go, bro? You got you got to explain this a little better to me. Oh, heard. Hey, I mean, if you're into that, cool. I've never done it. I've never gone hunting. My son used to hunt all the time, but since my son's been a mechanic, he hasn't had the time to hunt. He used to love hunting deer and other things. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, my my real drinking days are over. due to my health situation, can't really be messing with drinking because I could get very sick, and I don't want to do that. But I do appreciate it though. I always appreciate a good gesture, you know. But there's times and situations where you just can't do something, even if you want to. You know, me and alcohol don't get along. Sorry, bro. As long as you have fun. What are you talking about, Katie? I'm confused. So confused right now. I need explanation. Wow, really? I'm cursed. I don't feel like being cursed. Thanks. Save the curses for someone else. I don't have time for being cursed. You be cursed. I don't feel like it. You're cursed for falling asleep earlier. How about that? You're not as old as me. You don't get to fall asleep that quick. But okay, bunch of Danhausen references. You're more of a fan of Danhausen than I am, Katie. I can't talk about Danhausen too long. Consider he's not going to wrestle much because he's this. You're never going to put the heavyweight championship on Danhausen. Never happening. Now I wonder if Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker are going to be cleared for WrestleMania because if they are, that would be a great match to have. But I just don't know. Wow, really? Really, Katie? Yeah, Taco Bell does a number on the stomach, especially if you eat a bunch of hot sauce. I do not, so I'm good. I don't eat Taco Bell that much anyway. If I'm in the mood for a taco, maybe I like the chicken bowl a lot. No beans, extra rice, no guacamole, no pico de gallo. And that is my perfect chicken bowl. My happy place with the chicken bowl for sure. So, but yeah, get if we can get Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker healthy and have that match, I would be very happy. I'm trying to think about all the matches we have so far. I think we have Tiffany Strand versus Julia, who never does anything with the ladies' U.S. title. Not gonna say it's her fault. That's booking. That's their fault. So hopefully Tiffany wins. Okay, why you no 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 no? Why? And then I feel like we should get the Usos versus Logan Paul and Austin Theory, and I think they should beat the Usos because the Usos haven't done anything with the tag belts. You got to rebuild division up, so you need division to win gold to do that, to have some power. Oh, okay, that's cool. And of course, we got Cody versus Randy. I feel Randy should win. If he doesn't win, I'll be upset for sure. Take the belt off of Drew like that. At least let Randy win. That would make sense. Why make Randy go through that awesome heel turn not to win? That would be goofy to me. So, you know, I would want Randy to win for sure. Punk, Roman, it's a good question. Yeah, agreed, Katie. I feel like Punk's winning, but we'll see. See what they decide. If the final boss shows up and interjects, then Roman's going to win. And then I don't know who Nia and Lash Legend are defending the tag belts against. I have no idea on that. So that's a wait and see. No, we'll see, Katie. But do you want a WrestleMania heavyweight title match and disqualification? I don't think a lot of people would be down for that. I'm just saying anything can happen, of course. But I just, you know, I don't see it happening. Hey, we'll see. We'll see, Katie. We'll see what they do. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're wrong. Who knows? We're just here to watch. You know, until we get there and see how it plays out for sure. Ugh. Getting old is not fun. Just a disclaimer. Gotta stretch, gotta do this, gotta do that. Ugh. If I had the money, I'd get a massage every day. That'd be expensive, though. At least I'd be loose. Wouldn't be all tight. All right, Katie. Good night. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate you. Talk to you soon. But yeah, I want to see the card get finalized for Mania. Like I just feel like we don't have enough matches to fill out both nights. So, you know, wait and see. Have to see if people come back from injuries because, if Ray comes back, then you got the Gunther set up. And if Seth comes back and Braun can come back, then you got another match there. So that's two matches more you would have. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. I just hope the card gets completed and we're not waiting until the night before to get all the answers to who's going to be on the card because we need a full WrestleMania card. It is the most important pay per view for WWE each year. So can they fill out the card, please? So we know what the heck is going on, what we're going to be seeing. For me, watching from home isn't, it's not the end of the world. But if you're going to Vegas, you're spending a bunch of money to see it. Don't you want some answers? Just saying. But I think that's going to be it for tonight. I'm getting tired. I don't want to fall asleep on here. That would not be cool. Don't want people watching me asleep. Um, Thank you for everyone that came on. I always appreciate the conversations. Um, I hope everyone has a blessed night. That we'll have some more content out tomorrow for sure. I hope everyone is safe. Have a blessed and safe Friday. Till next time, let's see you on the next video. Take care. Bye bye.